How I found out first about Jasmine was we were at the hospital with Mom, and the surgeon asked to speak to me and gave me Mom's diagnosis and what we were gonna feel, what was gonna happen, as much as he could help us understand. And the first thing he said to us was, you can't do this alone. You need help. And I recommend that you reach out to Jasmine. There was an option of Mum possibly going to the villa, and then the option of the girls helping me at home. So going to the villa was not something that I wanted. Mom had to be at home with me. That's what she wants, that's what I want, that's what my sisters and brother want. I knew that without a shadow of a doubt. So for me, Jasmine at that point was just them coming and helping me, which was great for, I think, day 1 and day 2, because in my mind, Mom is mine, right? I'm gonna take care of her, and initially I thought we were gonna beat it, but things escalated very quickly, and I kind of went from, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, from like 1 on day 1 to like 9.5 on day 2. And the nurses, I think, picked up from Jasmine right away, and they're like, if you feel that you need to bring Mom to the villa, we can help you. And I'm like, no. I was very adamant, no, she has to stay here. And then by day 3, I think my husband asked me to look at the photos that he had come here and took a picture of, and because he was worried about me. He was like, he could see the decline quite quickly. I was willing to look at the pictures then, because up until that point, I didn't even know what this place looked like. And when I saw the pictures on his phone, I'm like, wow, and he said, look, if you don't want to go there, maybe he could go there and get a break from me and Mom. So that night, I think at 11:30, I called, I think, Elizabeth, poor thing. She was on the night shift, probably praying that I wasn't going to call, but they were amazing. I had no sleep. I was scared. Mom at this point now was sedated. And then the next day they came to the house and they said, okay, we're gonna make preparations to accept your Mom, because she had to be taken by ambulance at that point. And that's how we made the decision to actually come here. I think Jasmine helped Mom the most because she was safe. She was in good hands. In my head, I thought it was me who had to take care of her, and I know that's what she would have wanted, but she would not have been happy at how I quickly declined in my mental state, emotionally looking after her. She would have been very sad. So I think for Mom, Jasmine, she was treated like a lady. We always said she was a queen, right? So it was an amazing place for her to be. I mean, it was still emotional, but I felt calmer here and happier, in so many ways. And I know that is what Mom would have wanted. Once we got checked into Jasmine, I was no longer the nurse. Even though I had help at home with the nurses, it wasn't 24/7. I couldn't just come out the room and say, look, something's wrong, she's not doing this right. The hardest thing for me looking after Mom at this stage was changing her, cleaning her, and dressing her. But now at Jasmine, I think the first thing we did was have a cup of tea, right? And we sat there, and every shift of nurse that came in sat and watched the videos of Mom with me, which was huge therapy for me. We watched videos, we talked, we laughed. So Mom all of a sudden was surrounded by laughter, because the nurses are like, oh, show her that video. And it became more therapeutic for me. And I didn't do the taking care of Mom, the hard bits. I just loved her. I pushed my chair up beside her bed, I laid with her, I held her hand, I read to her. And it was more about that. I'm not gonna cry. The kids didn't know what to say to me because I was so stressed and looking after mom. But once we got here, the kids brought dinner to me and we ate in the room, and I was so much more relaxed and just processing things much better in a beautiful environment. And there was times when the nurse came in and said, you know, she was going to change mum and she didn't need my help. And she would send me to the room, to the family room, and there was a massage chair in there. And at first I felt guilty because I'm like, no, I can't be doing this while mum's in there. But I think the second night I was here, I did it and I felt so much relief. Like I wasn't the only person taking care of mom, which technically I wasn't, even at home. The kids all helped me, but I felt like I was responsible. And once I got here, I felt I was just her daughter. I wasn't responsible anymore. And these guys were taking care of her and I could ask questions and I wasn't afraid, I wasn't scared because I felt safe. And I was more consumed now with reading to her and laughing with her and all that good stuff. I feel like I want to tell the world and how truly special Cayman is to have this, and it's pretty amazing. And I tried a lot not to cry, but I feel good knowing we gave this to Mom. I know she'll be happy about that. She wanted to be in these movies, and sometimes I'd go in there and she's like, what are we doing today? Well, I'm like, Mom, nothing, because like I have to work, you know. She's like, well, am I going to be in a film today? And so I said to the kids, we're going to make videos, you know, make her laugh. And we did. And now I realize those videos are for us, you know, to help us. Because when we get sad, we watch them and we laugh because she's a nutcase, you know? I think that was one of the biggest things that I felt. Bringing her to Jasmine was a gift that we gave her to say thanks, you know, because, you know, she was a queen.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
It's so true though, right? What else could we have given her to say thank you for all of this, you know? You know, at that time in her life, we couldn't have given her anything better. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that we gave her this.